Hi, it's Nicole Ronigan, and I'm here to talk to you today about lavender. Sorry, there we are. Probably backwards for you. And I'm super excited that this is the BOGO because most people know and understand that lavender is something you definitely want to have in your home. And so I want to talk to you about maybe some of the things you know about lavender and maybe some things you don't know about lavender. So I typically use my oils in a threefold approach, more of a holistic way of body, mind, and spirit. I like the physical benefits, the emotional benefits, and the spiritual benefits of the oil. So I'm going to touch on all three of those in this video. So lavender is awesome. It's from the little flowers on the lavender plant. I don't know if you've ever had the privilege of or the joy of growing lavender in your garden, but it's so wonderful to go out and snip off some fresh lavender and put it in a vase or kind of rub your fingers on it and just smell that yummy smell. Not everybody loves lavender though because of how synthetically reproduced it's been. So if you're not a lavender fan, we do have petitgrain, which I have another video for you on petitgrain. Either in this group or on my YouTube channel, the Essential Oil Unicorn Tribe, which is a resource for you. So if lavender's not your jam because you've had too many toxic exposures to that synthetic lavender, then possibly you could try our lavender, but just do that, with skill and wisdom, of course. And if it's not a right fit for you, you can check out the petitgrain, which is also part of today's BOGO. And maybe you would want to gift the lavender to somebody who does love it and enjoy it. Okay, so lavender is awesome because some of the main constituents or chemical properties of this plant is linalool, A-terpinol, linalool acetate, and B-ocimene. So I'm going to talk mostly about linalool because linalool is something that we know is calming on the central nervous system. And that's probably what most people think of when they associate lavender as a calming oil. It's like, in baby lotion and people use it so much because they associate those calming properties. So some of the other properties that lavender possesses are sedative properties, like I said, and then antihistamine properties. So if you're having an allergic response to something, it can tell your nervous system to settle down. It tells that histamine response that it can calm down now. You don't need to produce excess phlegm, close off the airways, make things stuffy and puffy, right? It can just settle all that down. It's also cytophylactic, and I had to look up what that meant, and it means it stimulates healthy cell growth. So you need healthy cellular repair, lavender's great. So that's why we keep this in the kitchen, because if anybody gets a burn, we cool the burn down under cold running water, and then when the heat's out of it, and sometimes we'll add some peppermint on there to help cool it even further, then we'll add some lavender because we want all the cells that come that reproduce to repair that burn or a cut or a scrape or a rash, anything skin related. We know that because it has those cytophylactic properties, or it helps stimulate healthy cell regeneration, that lavender is a great support for healing things that are, for our body to do what it's designed to do, which is heal. So we don't say that oils heal because our body heals itself, and oils just aid and support that process with these properties. It's also hypotensive, so that means if you had high blood pressure, it would help lower it. Or if you have normal blood pressure, just know that you're going to feel relaxed, and probably part of that is because it has a lowering or relaxing effect on your blood pressure. And if you know that you are someone who has low blood pressure, you would want to take that into account with using an oil like lavender. So it's good to know the properties of the oils that you use and to understand what they're doing to your body. If you were just like feeling really relaxed, maybe you would want to use something else that didn't have those hypotensive properties. There's lots of other relaxing oils that don't lower your blood pressure. Okay, so skill and wisdom. The more we know, the better educated we can be when we advocate for ourselves and our health, okay? The nervine properties, so again, calming to the central nervous system, relaxing, soothing. It has antibacterial properties, which is another reason that you could put it on location of a cut and it's very gentle, or an abrasion or something. And then again, regenerative properties, so it's pretty awesome. It's found in a lot of our blends. And so here's some things that maybe could be going on in your life, or someone you know, where you would go, lavender would be a good option for that. So if you were having sleep issues, you could use lavender to support that, especially if they're the sleep issues where you're laying awake thinking, I think I'm in the wrong job, or I can't believe I said that. I need to call that person and apologize, or those kind of thoughts where you're not in alignment and your inner wisdom is trying to get your attention and you can't sleep. Lavender is going to help you get that all sorted out, so then you can go rest and relax and then handle it the next day. It helps with things like stress, anxiety, and even teeth grinding, because like when you're just clenching your jaw because you're so stressed, it can help with those nervine properties and the relaxing properties. I love lavender when I've been in the sun too much and I got a sunburn, or like I said, in the kitchen for burns, or on scars or things I don't want to scar because of those regenerative cytophylactic properties, okay? All right, again, because it has antihistamine properties, things like hay fever and allergies, you can really support with lavender. And we have a product called Tri-Ease that comes in a little soft gel that's lemon, lavender, and peppermint. And the lavender is in there because of its antihistamine properties. And then the peppermint is cooling and it opens the airways. And then lemon helps with the phlegm and the drainage. So it's just this beautiful synergy of oils that really can support you during times of seasonal threats. Lavender is such a miracle worker for a colicky or upset baby, especially if it's something like because of the soothing properties. A lot of times babies get like little tummy bubbles, or their stomach's really upset, or they can sense and pick up the stress of the people around them. So putting lavender on the bottoms of their little feet with some coconut oil, or over their abdominal areas, or along their spine, is a great way. Or you can put a drop with some carrier oil into a bath for a little one, or for you. And it's a really great calming thing. I used to put lavender bath for my kids when they were little, and then I realized, this actually amps my kids up. So that could only be a daytime activity, and we'd have to put other oils in the bath for them. But most people are very calmed and soothed by lavender. Bug bites and hives, because of the antihistamine properties, it helps that itchy, scratchy, raised skin reaction of something like a bug bite, or a skin irritation, or a symptom of having an allergic reaction. It would help that calm down. Things like nosebleeds and pink eye, you could apply across the bridge of the nose for the nosebleeds, because it does help with clotting and coagulating. And then pink eye, you would never want to put it in the eye, but you could put it around the eye. And because of the antibacterial properties, it'd be a good option for that, and it'd be a gentle option. And I would add melaleuca to that as well. And then things like the high blood pressure, like we talked about, you could put it on your pulse points over the heart, or you could take it internally in a capsule. And if you saw the petitgrain, you could add this with petitgrain, and it would be like a double effect. A lot of people who experience head tension, mild to severe, really like lavender. They inhale it, apply it to their temples or the back of their neck. And the emotional balance it brings goes from feeling unheard to being able to express. Because again, your inner wisdom is able to come forth. So I'm going to share now from the Oils and Emotions book, just dig a little bit deeper. So I just shared basically the ways that you could support yourself in a physical sense and why it works. And then if you know what you want to work on, lavender is the oil of communication and calm. So, every time I go to do a video, I put it over my throat area. I usually will start in the heart area and bring it up because I want that inner wisdom, the message that needs to come forth, to be able to come forth from my heart. Because when I share these things with you, it's because I care about you and I want you to experience the joy and the release and the transformation and the support that I've experienced and my family's experienced with these oils. And primarily that's been emotionally. So it's, again, great with verbal expression and calming the mind. So if it's just all that chatter, it helps calm the insecurities that you feel when you risk sharing your true thoughts and feelings. Lavender addresses a deep fear of being seen and heard. So for those of us who feel like they have to hide for some reason or not really truly share their real opinion or their real thoughts about things, if they block their true self-expression, while they may be going through the motions of outward expression, they're actually holding back their innermost thoughts and feelings. The expression is not connected to the heart and soul. So if we want, again, to have that aligned, the true body, mind, and soul connection, expression, and communication, lavender is a great one for that. It also helps release the tension and constriction that seems to come from holding it all in. This bottleneck in communication can result in worried and racing thoughts, anxiousness, and sleep disruptions. So we kind of touched on that before. Due to past experiences, people may feel unsafe or fearful of expressing themselves because of potential rejection. None of us want to be rejected, right, for sharing their true heart, their authentic self, and speaking from their true voice. But a lot of us are afraid of that. That's a very common thing, and lavender can help get to the root of that. So often people don't allow themselves space to get in touch with all they truly think and feel. Their true voice is therefore trapped within and goes unexpressed. Strong feelings of being unlovable, unimportant, or unheard can accompany this condition. Lavender encourages emotional honesty and insists that one speak their innermost thoughts and desires. As individuals learn to communicate their deepest thoughts and feelings, they're liberated from their self-inflicted prison. And I have experienced this many times on many levels in my life and continue to do so. It is through open and honest communication that an individual has the potential to experience unconditional love, acceptance, and peace of mind. Through lavender's courageous spirit, one is able or free to share their true self with others. And it's really cool because in the beginning you think, if I really let people see who I truly am, they're not going to want that or they're going to reject us. But what really happens is the people that aren't really our tribe, we're just making all those people happy and we're dying inside, or we're not sleeping at night, or we're having all those racing emotions or these physical things manifesting in our health and in our life and in our bodies because our body's trying to get our attention. But then as we start to really connect in and ask for guidance and through prayer and self-reflection and things like that, and using your lavender to support that whole process, as you learn, oh, this is what I really like, or this is what I'm supposed to express, or this is how I want to live my true expression of myself, then the people that were never your tribe in the first place, they kind of go, not for me, or they, drift away. Some people might say something, some people won't. But what really the beautiful thing is, you attract your true tribe and the people who love you and support you no matter what. And you end up really seeing the people in your life that are there for you and love you no matter what. And what a gift is that? And so it's really fun as I've really embraced speaking my truth, layer by layer of people pleasing and all the things, being cleared, that the more clear I get on my message and who my tribe is and the people that I really enjoy working with, and they're the people who are ready to be set free. And so then the joy of being able to be set free in my own life and then share that freedom with others, there is no satisfaction of people pleasing that even compares to how awesome that feels. So again, maybe a non-Muggle explanation for why we use our lavender and why I'm so excited that today is the BOGO for lavender and petitgrain. However, I hope this resonated with you and you get some lavender, and if you already have some and you're all stocked up, that you will begin to use it, because it is a beautiful thing to start living your truth and speaking it out, because there's only one of you on the entire planet. I believe there's like 8 billion people now. I thought there were only 7, but somewhere I read 8. So there's a lot of people on this planet, and there's only one you. And the world needs you and your authentic voice. So speak it out. And I hope that you've enjoyed this video and that you hang with us for the rest of the BOGO week. And if we're not your tribe, that's okay too. There's lots of fun groups that you're welcome to join, and they'll probably resonate with you more. And that's completely fine too. So have a wonderful rest of the day, and I hope you stock up on your petitgrain and lavender. You can get up to 5, so gifts or stock up for the year. It's a great time to get that great value.